Yeah, usually I have an offline translator, but you know, I was setting back, so to speak, for lack of better words, I was setting back that phone here, so I have the translator deleted also at the moment. Yeah, you know, for example, if it doesn't matter, if you before the judges, right, in the system, if you before the governors, the judges, okay, the judge, okay, in Germany we call it Gericht, or even if you before the police, okay, every information that you give to them could possibly, not saying that it's all bad, but everything that you say could be used what against you. That is not a stupid sentence or something. That is the truth, okay? So even around brothers, everything that you say could be used possibly against you, okay? But you also have to be careful if you judge because of something, how it maybe looks. Okay, always try to ask the truth, okay? Because, you know, sometimes it might not look as it really is, okay? But, you know, so basically we read from verse 22. It is thou, O king, that art grown and become strong, for thy greatness is grown and reacheth unto heaven, and thy dominion to the end of the earth. Yeah, I believe I have a little fame here also, because here are actually a lot of people, man. That's really, really beautiful. Okay, it's because of that heathen feast day, of course, right? But there are some things, like I told you, man, that you know, you see that if you do camp, there's some attention to you, man. That would not be there otherwise. And whereas the king saw a watcher and an holy one coming down from heaven and saying, hear the tree down and destroy it, yet leave the stump of the woods thereof in the earth, even with a band of iron and brass in the tender grass of the field, and let it be wet with the dew of heaven, and let his portion be with the beasts of the field, till 7 times pass over him. Yeah, you see, the number 7 is used, of course, but not like you can bring, you know, some different kind of stuff with it, you know. You have to wash yourself with the 7th spirit shampoo. Okay? The scripture doesn't even talk about shampoo, for what I know. Or again, I can't repeat it what exactly the word was. Maybe it was not shampoo, but it was like showering soup, or I don't know. Okay? But yeah, it's also a way, of course, like how you say it, you know. Do you want to make a law out of washing yourself with that, or do you just say it as a joke? Okay? Making jokes. Another thing. Okay, making jokes around brothers could be offensive. Why? Because you have different character in the truth, man, different brothers. In general, making jokes, not everybody understands jokes how you mean it, at least. Doesn't mean that they don't understand jokes in general. Okay, how exactly do you mean it? So maybe you want to give clarification to something that you was thinking is a that you said maybe as a joke. After you said it, after the so-called laughing is done away, is now past. Okay, so-called laughing. Maybe it is needed. Till 7 times pass over him. This is the interpretation, O king, and this is the decree of the Most High, which is come upon my lord the king, that they shall drive thee from man, and thy dwelling shall be with the beasts of the field, and they shall make thee to eat grass as oxen, and they shall wet thee with the dew of heaven, and 7 times shall pass over thee, till thou know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of man, and giveth it to whomsoever he will. And whereas they commanded to leave the stump of the tree roots, thy kingdom shall be sure unto thee. After that thou shalt have known that the heavens do rule. Wherefore, O king, let my counsel be acceptable unto thee, and break off thy sins by righteousness, okay, and thine iniquities by shewing mercy to the pure, if it may be a lengthening of thy tranquility. Yeah, and also, you know, saying all that, you also have to be careful if you are around younger brothers, or if you are around younger people. Scripture doesn't say for coincidence, okay, let nobody judge you because of thy youth, okay? So you always have to be careful if you judge people that are younger than you, or in general people that are young, okay? In general, it's better to correct them than to what is it? Yeah, than to talk bad about them, okay? Because they are young, okay? And let nobody judge you. You know, like for example, my sister, she is young, right? That's another thing why she doesn't understand necessarily why I doesn't want to give information to her. Okay, so I actually wasn't finishing that point. I said, like, you know, she asked me if she is the same person to me, like this dude that was asking me what I work at the training that I never even knew, okay? And I was like, no, but really, where's the benefit, okay, of me telling you information? Even I don't even know where she works, and I never asked her really, asked her really. Why should I, you know? And also I told her already, friendly, I told her already, not in a bad mood or something, or aggressively. I told her already that if I tell something to her, the whole city knows, the whole, you know, I don't know, okay, the whole family, so-called, knows all of a sudden what I told her in secret. Huh? Okay? So even if somebody from the world gives you information, be careful what information, okay? If somebody even asks you about what information you received, okay? Be careful what you give, what you push, okay? Somebody asked me where I bring my car to the garage, you know, to repair the car and all that, right? Yeah. Okay. Another example. Somebody asks you. Somebody asks you, okay, where, what exact route do you take with your car every morning? What exact route do you take? You know. Next time you see a speed tracker there on the route, okay, that you drive with your car, because you told somebody at your work what route do you take to your work, right? Or a customer, Okay, that you saw that customer one time in the shop that you work in. Okay, he asked you such and such things. Okay, oh what? Oh, you come. Oh, I saw you're a really good worker here. What? You giving information about the company that you work in. Why? Okay? Why do you give information about the company that you work in? You know, not everybody that companies do is everything that companies do is has only a bad side to it. Everything that companies do has a good side to it, because it's at least to some extent the order that is established at the moment, however you like it or not. So why do you give not any information about your company to anybody? I ask you. So again, an example. Oh, I saw you the first time here working. There are people that want to receive information from your company. Okay? Especially if you look at these heathens and their stories, man. Because they have no protection or whatsoever. You hear crazy stories, man. Okay, not the Russians or what always and all that. That is interesting. Okay, the Russians when it comes to the Germans and the Second World War. Really interesting stuff. But again, it can come down to you, man. Okay, all of a sudden there's a speed tracker in the route that you take. But don't be over-righteous, okay? Don't be over-righteous. But at your work, man, know truth at your working place at least, man. Okay? Like again, I can't make a rule what information do you give in your working place about you, what not. Because if you just creep at your working place all the time and you don't talk to anybody, doesn't matter what it is, and people will think that you not normal to some extent, man. Okay, so you have to have a little bit I'm under 30, I'm under 40, I do sports in my free time, like they even ask you these questions if you want to receive the job, man. Okay, you can't just sit there, why you ask me that, okay, so of course be not over righteous but not overly wicked, and that goes for everything. Okay, that goes for everything. Okay, so I always think being honest is always better than being a liar. There is no other way. Okay, being honest, being bold is always better than lying. Okay. Trying something is better than not trying something. Saying something that you're sure about is always better than saying much more that you're not sure about, but you said a lot more. No, that is not important. It is important that what you say is for sure. Verse 24, this is the interpretation, O King, and this is the decree of the Most High, which is come upon my Lord the King, that they should drive thee from man, and thy dwelling shall be with the beasts of the field, and they shall make thee to eat grass as oxen, and they shall wet thee with the dew of heaven, and 7 times shall pass over thee, till thou know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of man, and giveth it to whomsoever he will. And whereas they commanded to leave the stump of the tree roots, thy kingdom shall be sure unto thee, and after that thou shalt have known that the heavens do rule. Wherefore, O king, let my counsel, like E is a U, E-D-O-M, okay, is, and E, saw, the door, saw, okay, he thinks he is God, right? Wherefore, O king, let my counsel be acceptable unto thee, and break off thy sins by righteousness and thine iniquities by shewing mercy to the pure, if it may be a lengthening, I hate English, so yeah, of thy tranquility. All this came upon the king Nebuchadnezzar. I had also German, my mother's tongue. At the end of 12 months, he worked in the palace of the kingdom of Babylon. The king spake and said, is not this great Babylon that I have built for the house of the kingdom by the might of my power and for the honor of my majesty? While the word was in the king's mouth, there fell a voice from heaven saying, O king Nebuchadnezzar, to thee it is spoken, the kingdom is departed from thee, and they shall drive thee from men, and thy dwelling shall be with the beasts of the field. Okay, they shall make thee to eat grass as oxen, and 7 times shall pass over thee until thou know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of man, and giveth it to whomsoever he will. The same hour was the thing fulfilled upon Nebuchadnezzar, and he was driven from man, and did eat grass as oxen, and his body was red with the dew of heaven, till his hairs were grown like eagles' feathers, and his nails like birds' claws. Verse 34, and at the end of the days of I, Nebuchadnezzar, lifted up mine eyes unto heaven, and mine understanding returned unto me, and I blessed the Most High, and I praised and honored him that liveth forever, whose dominion is an everlasting dominion, and his kingdom is from generation to generation. And all the inhabitants of the earth are reputed as nothing, and he doeth according, also you, E-S-U, E-D-O-M, okay? Especially you, if you would just one time read the Bible, okay? The book of Malachi, I don't know, the book of Job, just read it, man, okay? Fuck off, man. And he doeth according to his will in the army of heaven, and among the inhabitants of the earth, and none can stay his hand or say unto him, what doest thou? Okay? Yeah, what doest thou? Malachi. What doest thou? Okay, prophet Malachi. Talking about me, my nation. Okay, Edom, so bad. Okay? Malachi, chapter 1, the great love for Israel. Chapter 4, the destruction of what? The wicked. Zechariah, I mean the book Obadiah. First and foremost, of course, a judgment on Edom, a judgment on Edom, a judgment on Edom, a judgment on Edom, a judgment on Edom. Chapter 2. No, not chapter 2. Verse 15, basically. Edom's punishment. Okay, just the title there. Only the title alone. Edom's punishment. Edom's punishment. Edom's punishment. Edom's punishment. Verse 9. The dismay of Edom's mighty men. Verse 9. The dismay of Edom's mighty men. Verse 9. The dismay of Edom's mighty men. Verse 9. Title. The dismay of Edom's mighty men. Title. Verse 15. Edom's punishment. Edom's punishment. Okay? What is it that you do, Obadiah, a prophet of the Lord? Why do you talk bad about us? Especially when it comes to the future. What is it that you do? Jacob stole my birthright. You see? Go out of here, man. Okay? Verse 36. At the same time my reason returned unto me, and for the glory of my kingdom mine honor and brightness returned unto me. And my counsellors and my lords sought unto me, and I was established in my kingdom, and excellent majesty was added unto me. Yeah, like a great... What comes after the great the great wise, if you will. Okay, the fall comes. The fall. Okay? Great what comes before the great fall? Great pride comes before the great fall. Okay? So Edom's pride right now is so big that he can't even see, that he can't even read the text that is in here. Okay? He actually has the nerve to filter all what talks possibly good about anything. Doesn't even have to do something with him, but he is using it to make him seem better, okay? And just ignoring 99% out of the Bible. In the same judgment, okay, the same judgment awaits you, like Nebuchadnezzar. Okay? So listen carefully. At the same time, my reason, verse 36, returned unto me, and for the glory of my kingdom. Yeah, you have a glorious kingdom right now, right? Mine honor and brightness returned unto me, and my counsellors and my lords sought unto me, and I was established in my kingdom, and excellent majesty was added unto me. Yeah, some of these cars, okay, that you see Edom driving in it, okay, like they came out of thin air, okay, because sometimes you really don't understand where all this money comes from. Even if you understand history and what profit they made after the transatlantic slave trade and all the oppression and judgment that came to our doings from our God, not because you wanted to have all that, okay, to put us down like that. It's because Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, our God, wanted it to use you to be first and foremost in the power to do such and such. Okay? You see some of these cars, which some of them, I was driving some of them at one job that I had. Okay? Let's be honest, the quality lacks when it comes to cars, German cars, let's be honest. Okay? But I don't talk about German cars. You know, qualities come and go, you know. The West has its own qualities. It doesn't have to be always that brand of car, you know. There are good things, there are bad things, right? But, you know, doesn't matter really. But some of these cars I really, you know, they are so to speak, super cool on the outside, but if you sit in it, you know, they cost so much, just cost so much. You sit in them and you think like, what is it? Okay, what is it? Okay, but that's all cars, you know, not just German cars. You know, I myself, I was sitting in BMW cars that cost not even a quarter. Okay, that cost not even a half of it. Okay, but if you sit in them, it feels a lot better. Okay, and I don't talk about the speed. Okay, of course they have then, you know, they have like then 500 PS more, of course, yeah. Okay, but if you know, it's not about the outside, man. I just tell it like that, man. Okay, you have enough fucking old Golf Volkswagen out there, man. Okay, looking like from 1800, man. Okay, going faster than a fucking Bugatti, man. Okay, so don't come like this, man. Okay, it's not about the outside. Okay. Yeah, but some of these cars, man, they just look cool. Let's be honest, man. Okay, you just think like, where do you got the money from, man, to drive a car, man, with 700 PS, man, 700 horsepower, and you live, man, in a house, in a flat, man, you know, where, not to talk down on somebody, but where people live, okay, that drive a fucking, you know, a fucking Mercedes from 1900 whatever, okay, where you know, the wheels look like never changed, man, since 20 years. Okay, or if you drive a 700 horsepower car in general, where do you got the fucking money from, man? Do you know how much how much that car, even the extra payings that you have for that car, man? Okay, so, you know, if it's not from the Lord, then all your money, man, we don't know where you got it from, man. We don't know where you got it from. Okay? Esau, Edom. Okay? And of course, if you see a dude with a 700 horsepower car, man, okay, he might even tuned it, okay, like it's like the most power is not even the car but the tuning. Okay, then what the fuck, man? Okay, you every fucking woman, Salakia, that was really not a good sentence, Salakia, for that. That was really a little bit too rude. But every bitch, man, every bitch knows you from that city. Every bitch was riding that car, man. Okay? Every bitch was riding in that fucking car. Okay? But you're not even in that city all most of the times. You are somewhere else, man. Because in the next 100 cities, also nobody got a car like that. Okay? Okay, so again, man, of course we not somewhere living under the ground or like in these caves like you back then, Esau, Edom. Of course we want also to drive one time a Porsche, you know, maybe not Porsche, but you know, I don't know, Rolls Royce with 10,000 euro wheels. Okay, or some kind of lifting, or you know, or spoiler or whatever, man. Okay, which most of the stuff is not really legal if you don't get it. Okay, most of the stuff you will have it basically undercover tuning that you not see. The more that you see tuning on the outside in Western countries, also in Eastern countries, I don't know, not too much into that. Okay, but the more it's illegal if you don't get it. Okay, even you know, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. But you know it, okay? You don't get the acceptance for nearly all stuff, okay? That is basically outside tuning. Just an example. And also you want to do the tuning on the inside, okay? That is what you want, really. Let's be honest, okay? Okay? Especially if you have a good looking, a high price car already, okay? Then you don't need to push. You don't need to push some outside tuning on that, because people already know, okay, what you drive there, okay? So that's why you have people, okay, putting a little V8 on their car, okay? Yeah, verse 37. Now I, Nebuchadnezzar, look our UFOs, man, our UAPs in the kingdom, man. That's fucking not to compare to your bastard looking cars out here, man. Driving like on the ground like a fucking snake that you are, man. Cursed to the ground, okay? Cursed, like we can read it in the book of Genesis, man. It's nothing different, man. Okay, cursed to drive on the ground. Not that there are no airplanes, but you know what I mean. Okay, because these cars is really what you. Let's be honest. For us, not super rich people, this is really what you have to offer, man. Okay, to the public, your car, man. Because even if you look at these super rich people, they don't pimp only with their jets. You wanna pimp also with what you have driving on the ground, man, like a snake. Okay, like a fucking snake. Okay, Esau Edom is cursed to be a snake. Okay, the dragon, the serpent. So our vehicles in the kingdom are not compared to this shit, man. Okay, not compared to this stupid shit, man. Okay, they look good, like I said, but not compared to this stupid shit, man. I saw something today, man. These electric cars, man. They have to further do science, man. They have to further invest money into that project, which is called electric cars, which is the only project what has a chance to make it on the market, because the other stuff doesn't bring enough money for these fucking oppressive doings. Okay? Okay, if you have what is it called? Wait. Yeah, we finished the chapter, by the way, if you don't know. Yeah, Salakia, my mother's tongue is not English. Not English. Okay, caravan. Yeah, caravan. When you have a caravan, but you have an electric vehicle, right? In Japanese, kuruma, which I don't learn Japanese anymore, but what I found out, sometimes if you learn even more languages, then you are better with some other with languages that you already learn, right? It depends, okay? But kuruma means car in Japanese. Which I know the sign, even the Japanese sign, if I see it, right? But if you have a caravan and you drive an electric vehicle, then the problem that you have is that that costs you double gas, okay, or double electricity, okay, or battery. So what happens is, as far as you have not, you don't have enough electric stations, electric stations, okay, here in Germany, okay, and I bet that goes for a lot, for the most countries, okay, that have electric cars, okay. What happens is, the problem is even bigger now, okay, the problem is even bigger now, right? So a lot of problems the car industry is going through right now, okay, and of course, okay, so-called UAPs, which the Bible calls it clouds, which the Bible calls it whirlwind, if you will. The Bible calls it basically angels, which the angels are in these vehicles, okay? Not necessarily every time, okay, but the vehicles are basically the powers, the angels, okay, the messengers, the curses, the blessings for those who are to be blessed, because they can shoot you with lasers, okay, that's a power being killing you right there, okay, yeah, man, okay, of course, man, our vehicles in the kingdom of Jacob, whose name was later changed to Israel, okay, for some reason people just think Israel is some made-up term. No, Jacob, his name was later changed to Israel. That's how you have the 12 tribes, you noobs, or you noobs out there, man. Israel is according to the flesh first and foremost, of course, man. Okay? Noobs. If you are heathen, if you Esau, Edom, or doesn't matter, if you're not Israelite according to the flesh, and a righteous brother will visit you, elect in the kingdom will visit you, then it's not with a stupid car, man. It's not with a stupid fucking okay? Stupid fucking car, man. Might be, possibly, I don't know. Okay, we prophesy in part and we know in part. Roughly paraphrasing. Okay, but why would you drive a car if you have a UAP? Okay, a UFO. Okay, UFO. Okay, a vehicle like that. Yeah, but I have to close it. I have not enough I have not enough I don't know how to say that word. I always also confuse pronounce and spelling. Okay, how do you spell something? How do you pronounce something? I even have tactics to remember what it is that talks about pronouncing something. Yeah, pronouncing something. I even have tactics to bring it better into. I still change that always. Yeah, but I have not enough, you know. So I have to close it, man, right here, because the chapter is finished. Just in case that you don't know. Okay, 3. Then we have Daniel 4. Guess what? We stopped here. We was reading all the way to chapter 5, and it was really a good story to hear. Yeah. Let's read verse 37. Now I, Nebuchadnezzar. How big that name was. You don't even know, man. You don't even know how big that name was, man, in that time, man. Okay, like the brothers, I don't know what camp it was, like the one brother said, man. Like, you can check it yourself, man. This Edomite kingdom, man, is not even big, man, compared to ancient kingdoms, of course, man. But just to say it brings that in remembrance, man. It might seem bigger because it has a lot of wickedness, man, going on in these last days, man. So much wickedness that was not even there back then, maybe, man, in these ancient kingdoms. Scripture gives you that information. Okay? So it seems fucking big, man. It seems fucking disturbing mighty, this last confusion, if you will, because every Eden kingdom can only be confusion, man. Okay, it is how it is, man. Okay, but guess what, man? It is nothing, okay, compared to the kingdoms that we had, man. Okay. What do you think is the Tower of Babel, man? Okay, the Tower of Confusion. You people don't know, man. Where it has been proven that the languages were confused from that point. Okay? So you peon kingdoms out there, be careful. Okay? Especially now. Now I, Nebuchadnezzar, praise and extol and honor the King of heaven, okay, not earth, all whose works are truth and his ways judgment do, and those that walk in pride he is able to abase. So if that, all praises to Yahweh, Barashem Yahushai, Barashem Wakakodash, and double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, Shalom.